Hi,
Hi, good morning, Ravi Kumar.
you're on mute.
Yes. Hi, good morning, Ravi Kumar. Hi.
Good morning. Are you in office or you're working? I'm in your other location.
I'm in working from home today.
Okay, fine. Can you just allow me 1 minute? I will just switch on my video and then we can discuss.
Sure. Please go ahead.
How are things going on otherwise?
Yeah, all are well. Yeah, so we are all celebrating. I'm in Coimbatore. We are celebrating the International Balloon Festival here. Later the day, I'm planning to visit there, and
Okay.
it's all good. Yeah, New Year started. Things are getting up.
Which,
People are
which
starting
location
fresh.
are you at?
I'm in
Which
Coimbatore.
location you are in? Coimbatore. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
You're from Coimbatore or you right now you're in Coimbatore?
I am right now in Coimbatore. I was in Bangalore and I have relocated to Coimbatore because we have started up a new initiative here as a Deloitte as a firm. We had a new setup of 500 seats, and then I am taking care of this particular location also as part of my drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 minute, huh? Sorry.
Yeah, please. Yeah, it's so fine. Yeah.
Because I was expecting to be in office by 9 o'clock, but then some escalations, some meetings, things are
Yeah, I
there.
can understand. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
it
a part
happens.
of all organizations, right?
Yes, yes, correct. Yeah, yeah, correct. Yeah.
Just one second.
Sure, sure, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Thanks. Yeah, sure. So,
Uh, just, I went through your profile, sir. But then, if you can tell me a little more about your professional experience and no current exposures.
yeah, sure. So as I said, like currently I'm in Coimbatore location, handling this Coimbatore division of Deloitte. We have started up a new location as a strategy analytics SAMA practice. This center has around 500 seats, and I am uh, planning to grow this center for my division as a 50-member team. So that is my primary task, and that's where I am currently located in Coimbatore. So in my project level experience, I'm a data integration specialist with more than 15 years of industry experience, primarily responsible to ensure the right set of data is available to the business, and then based on the business requirement, implement the project, minimum viable project. In the project wise, I handled two projects with around of 25 members, and then I also handle a human resource team, or like a team wherein we drive the center. So this is my overall high level exposure, wherein I have worked across global countries, like I have been in German, Sweden, UK, most of the European countries, and then I'm a certified project manager professional. That's what it goes
Okay.
on.
Mhm.
As
Wow.
a project delivery manager, I deliver two projects, as I said, and then I'm responsible for the primary interaction with the clients. And then, as a business firm, I report to my directors and partners. So
Okay. So
that's
this.
where my
Okay. So basically, it's like a. I would say you are working on both areas, management side as well as consulting side as well.
yes, yes. So it's a Deloitte consulting. So in Deloitte consulting, strategy analytics. In that,
Del-
both
Deloitte Consulting is a USA part, right? So
Deloitte
US.
USA is also there, India is also there.
Okay. So
So
you
that's
are
what
part of Deloitte India.
Deloitte India. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So my clients are currently based on Delhi and Bangalore. So two different clients. One is into brewery and another is into consumer goods. So these two are my domains, and then I handle these two clients.
Okay.
So when I detail out my project as a delivery manager, I am responsible for handling the projects on daily basis. I have to report to the product owner, and the other thing is I am also doing a product wherein I am developing a product wherein it is handling the data lineage as a tool itself, instead of connecting to the source systems, be it SAP or Oracle. Just you have to give the information of the source systems, which will be already linked in a linked service. Just you as a UI in Power
Mhm.
Apps, you have to just select it, and then as a click on the go, I'm trying to build a tool which creates a schema by itself. So that is one of my product. And in terms of project, I handle a project wherein it's a long-term project with a lot of change requests, working on the managing the backlogs, impediments, connecting with the
Okay.
stakeholders, and doing the
Okay.
planning on these things.
Mhm.
So this is what it is.
Okay.
When it comes to
Okay.
reporting to the leadership level, I used to report the project health and wealth. What is the plan? What is the actual? What is the velocity? Be it a burn down chart, preparing those things, and going to these things. So actually, I
Okay.
report to most of the team members, and also do a subject matter expert, because that's where I come from. Like as a technical background person, I do the technology part also, as well as the uh, as a primary responsible as a face of the organization to the customers, I used to prepare these charts, and then we have set of tools, but not explicitly defined tools, which differs from client to client. So
Client base,
majorly using
correct.
Excel based things and like working on things. Basically Scrum Master also, yeah.
Okay, so you also do some kind of IC role or sometimes, I mean, because you have a lot of things to do in your plate. So how you manage all these things?
Yeah, so it's for the morning session I take one project, and the evening session I take other projects majorly. That's what it is. Other than that, like management activities, then and then I have my team, and then I have
Mhm.
to do a little bit of stretch. That's how it works.
Okay,
When it comes to
so
technology part, like again, implementing new architecture, like discussing with my architects, or like the client themselves
mm,
have their own architect team. I have to join the call and then pitch in a new topics. Like currently, I'm working on a data mesh project, which is a
okay,
new thing. So bringing all the data into the mesh area and then collecting that data, and then like any upgrades means, like for example, we have this there was some outages, and then that time jump in and then define what is the LRS, what is the ZRS, what is the GRS, so those type of things, and then find out what we can set it up, or like if there's any change to the read access to the data to the regions, or setting up
mm,
secondary regions. So these type of things as an architect level, or like kind of SME, I do the
mm,
project level support, but I don't do hands-on coding on given date as on date. That's how
correct.
my role is. My aspiration, or like why I'm looking for change, is currently, as I said, I'm with Deloitte India, so looking for global connects. That's how I see myself, except because I was with, as I said, I was traveling and here and there, connecting with global clients. Now it is not there as of my current role,
Mhm.
which is I'm happy but not up to the end. So that's why I'm looking for a change.
Okay, okay. So, fine. Let me introduce myself. I'm Ravi. I am managing here entire R&D department, which
Okay.
is basically, for Sapiens. Have you got to know about Sapiens, or maybe how was your first last interview? I mean, they might have discussed anything about you
Yes,
with the
yes.
roles and all. Yeah.
Yes, I got a detailed discussion with your team member. As they were
Mm,
saying, it's a Israeli firm working on mostly into insurance projects,
mm, mm,
working with the clients located in Israel. So we have to support from here to the Israel clients, working on the
mm,
project and define the products, and then in case of any challenges, pitch in and then communicate to the stakeholders. Also handle the team and
mm.
do the management stuff. That's how it is. Little bit of technical is also required, so that like I can understand what is coming up and what
Ah,
is going on.
so so basic technical understanding required. I mean, for you, it's really basic because I mean, you're already coming from the technical background, so you must be knowing better. I mean, just for somebody who is like MBA grades and all, who has not done the technical in past, for them, they have to understand the things. Just because when you're working with the customers or working with different teams, it's always good to have the technical or functional understanding. Otherwise, it will like
Hmm.
right,
Yes, yes,
when you work. So for
they might
even
give wrong estimates. That's what it is. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, things will not go in your way if you are not understanding things and all, right? So
correct. Yes.
so basically, like, shall I call you Sam, or
Sean, you
like
can
how
call me
you?
Sean. You can call me Sean. Yeah.
Okay, Sean. Okay. So, Sean, I'm Ravi. I am managing R&D department here. Uh, okay, and we have a data and business analytics group. We are supporting entire global Sapiens. Okay, we are based out of India. So here, basically two things are there. One is R&D department, where we work on the product development, maintenance, and those stuffs, and then we have a delivery team also, who is basically responsible for like all the product which we have implemented with the different customers, as well as the some new assignments. So both things they do actually. So we
Okay.
have almost 45 to 50 projects as of running now. I mean,
Okay.
running projects and all, and a lot of projects are still coming because ideally this is a kind of a product company basically.
Okay.
So we have more than 5,500 employees,
Okay.
and Um, Currently based out of Cisna Business Park, Bangalore.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
and we are expanding. So maybe right now, if we require, we can be in other locations also. That's something this discussion is going on. Okay, and so we are basically a product company. We are working on a different insurance product, domain product like Edit, Core Suite, if you might have know about all those things. And we are also building new product called as Sapients Intelligence. It was there, but then we are making a lot of initiatives there. So that is also going on parallelly. I mean, just for your information.
Yeah, understood.
So we are working. We have almost across globe. We have almost 700 plus customers. Okay, and your requirement is basically understanding you're coming from a very sound technical background and working with different customers across globe. So based on that, maybe upper management can decide, like, where you can be fitting and all these things in terms of whether it's in delivery side or it's in product side, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so product side, if it is there, it will be more kind of a in-house role,
Okay.
because for everywhere, because in the product development we need to travel, but not as frequent as a delivery team do that, right?
Mhm.
Everywhere, because in the product development, most of the things we do in India, and then when it required for to get extra information or client interactions, kind of a KT, those stuffs we travel actually.
Understood.
For delivery side, it's based on the project to project. So, I mean, you must be aware all these things. So
Yes.
that's something fit in things I have to see where you can be fit in and all. So, what is the current team size you are managing, Shan?
I'm handling two teams out of 25 size. 25 is my total reporting size, team size.
And they are your direct reporters?
Yes, yes, they are my direct reportees. We have a hierarchy and then consultant, senior consultant, and managers.
Okay, okay. So basically, some I mean, it's a kind of 25 members. Some of you are some of them are direct reporters to you, and then others are reporting to them, right?
Yes,
Basically, it's a
subordinates.
kind of
Yes,
thing.
correct. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Subordinates, right? So basically, your chain would come all those guys.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Okay, okay. And from the project, I mean, definitely most of the times we are using no project. So which project methodologies you are using now currently in the current situation? It's like agile you're working on, or SDLC model, old waterfall and all. How is this deliverables and all?
Okay, so Agile also I'm working as a project, and other project is also we are having an existing project. We have some change
Mm,
requests. So handling
mm,
those change requests, managing the preparing the scope of the work, preparing the work breakdown structure, and then working on the governance part of the project. So these type of things also I'm handling, and also
mm.
preparing some Gantt charts and other things, and those
So,
two type of projects I'm working actually. So
okay,
preparing Scrum also, defining the means in the commitment part, defining the definition of done, working on the data project. So those type of things also I'm handling. Both the things I'm working on that. In
and
terms of if it is a Scrum, yeah. If it is a
yeah,
Scrum, like I report to my product owner and the stakeholders.
mm,
We have a dedicated Scrum Master. One of the team member also plays as a role of the Scrum Master,
mm,
Scrum Master role, like managing the epics, managing the user stories, creating the sprints. So these type of
mm,
sprints, and then I used to work it out, means define on the sprint review meeting and then the retrospective meetings,
mm.
monitor the boards, and then push the epics whichever is required to be prioritize the user stories. So these type of things in terms of agile project. When it comes to the existing, which is a very big project where we have some CRs and maintenance part. So maintenance part is like we have every third and fifth of every month we have the loads. So those loads has to be monitored, and then uh, it's a 12 into 6. So that is one of the project. So one is the product and it's the project. So these both the things I'm handling. It's not like
Okay,
one project. So if it's a one project means I would be doing only one thing, but since I'm handling two projects, so that's where the reason I do in two projects is also because when I do the sales pitch, right, like I used to go and do the presentations, and then
mm,
it keeps on continuous, and then since I know the things from there, and just I involve myself into the project. So that's why I'm involved into two projects, and
mm.
also firm initiative hiring, as I said, like we are hiring for data analytics platform. in our side. So this is how
Right.
it is from my side. Yeah.
And how much, normally, in these kind of scenarios or this kind of assessments, so we always in touch with the sales team for some POCs requirement or maybe pre-sales requirements and all these things, right? You are also get
Correct.
in touch. So you are
Yes, correct.
also directly working with the pre-sales team, or like how it is?
Yes, directly working with the business team. Like we have to prepare the cost management in the business side. What is the planned cost? What is the estimation cost? How I'm going to determine the budget? For
Mm,
example, I have to. They are saying create me one Power BI report. This is my
mm,
requirement. So understand that,
mm,
and then I will say I will give you one senior consultant, and I will give you one consultant, and I
mm,
will give 2 months of time duration, and then I will charge 25 lakhs. Say for example, I'm just saying a rough
mm,
figure, Indian money,
mm,
25 lakhs. So that like based on that money, there should be a negotiation cost also, and then there will be a status start date and then the completion date, and we have to track that. What is the estimation? What is the forecasting? What is the planned value? These
mm,
are the things which is ultimately interest my partner. Actually,
mm,
you're doing okay. You're doing a project. We have two people. What is my value which I'm getting back? What is the cost
mm,
performance index? What is the
right.
variance cost? What is the
Mm,
actual cost? So these type of things I have to define to the business in terms of the costing. And when it comes to the project quality, which I have to report to my stakeholder, like who is the person giving me the project, like the business product owner. Here, there I have to manage the project plan. What is the quality metrics? What is the risk adoptions? How I'm going to gather the data? Who are all the source systems? What is the frequency of the data receivables? So all these things, preparing the data gathering, benchmarking the data, and
mm,
understanding the end users ask, so that like
mm,
also set up some periodical connects as to prevent some deviations. So these are the things also I have to
mm.
handle.
Which are
Apart from
the
that,
estimation
resource
tools?
management, as I said, resource management.
Okay.
We have to make sure that the team member is collaborative, and then if there is any skill gap, we have to quickly enable him with proper training, assist him with there is any functional knowledge gap or technical knowledge gap. Also,
Are you using any tool also for the skill gap assessment?
no, actually, it's all data analytics tool, right? So Azure Analytics services, what are the services are there? So I will tell to the my team member if he is knowing that it is fine. Say for example, recently we had a Synapse requirement, and then in Synapse we had a data factory. So those type of things and all, I have to just give a proper timing to the team member, or else upskill a team member who is having that knowledge in that area, and then I have to make him ready for the project. So we don't have any tool or like that. So we have their resumes, right? Like we know, I know my people, so I know their skills, and then based on the change request which comes in, and then which is the service Azure service they are asking. Based on that, I have to reskill my team member. So or reskill or upskill, depending on the
Mm.
requirement. So this is how I used to handle.
Okay.
When it comes to risk management,
Okay.
I have to plan the risk. What is the risk? What is the responsibility? How do I monitor the risk? Like perform some qualitative risk. Like I cannot give a 100%. It's a risk actually. I know that it's a risk. I cannot tell it to my client, but still I
Mm.
have to plan the risk. And then, say for example, my team member is getting married on 21st on February. He asked for
Mm.
2 weeks leave, so I'm working on that now. So that like I cannot tell it to client. I need a 2 week gap, which will affect
Mm.
my project, and then which will affect my billing also. So
Mm.
I had to find somebody to as a planned leave. It's a planned leave, right? So it should be done in 2 weeks time.
Mm.
So I have to particularly that particular person's skill who is going, that somebody has to bridge that gap. I have an analyst and a consultant. So consultant is getting married, so I have to manage that part. So this is what kind of project risk, unknown risk, and then the other risks. If there is any threat to the projects, say for example, data is coming from Nielsen data, that suddenly they might be sending some bad data. So we should not disturb that particular batch of data, and then we have to intimate to the respective stakeholders there is a delay because of so and so reason, and then the ETA, expected time of resolution, also have to give, and then plan the risk, and then keep the respective stakeholders informed. So these are all the things which we have to do. So these are all kind of on the job challenges which I'm handling.
Okay. Okay. Uh, which are the estimation tools you said like you're using?
No, Excel sheet only. Actually, we don't have any tools. Actually, Excel sheet.
Maybe we have a planners and all sometimes. So it depend when you're working on the clients. It's actually depend on the customer side also, which tools are available and all, right?
No, we have one formula, like means first we have to mention number of dates, number of resources, then that performance indexes, cost variances, earned value. These are all the value scheduled variance. What is the
So
two
the matrices here.
yeah, various metrics. These metrics are captured there. So that is the kind of we have some macros written on an Excel. So that's what we are doing. When we present it to the client, like we prepare a SOW, scope of work document. So in that SOW, I'm mentioning all these informations, whatever we have to do, what is the scope of the work, what is the components, what is the.
But not the technology one. The technology or maybe application side we do not mention there, right?
Application side means like in the SOW we have to mention, right, like what is the deliverables, what is the scope, why do you want
those things will be there. Those things will be there, but on actual ground, which application we are using, that's something we have to detail out later.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that is we cannot tell it right.
Yeah. And Shan, like any just I'm trying to understand in the past experience, which are the technology you got exposure with, like on the analytics side or maybe data side.
Yeah, so I am working on mostly into Azure architecture, like Azure, like we have this Azure Event Hubs, Azure Data Factory, Databricks, PySpark is there. We have the SQL Server, we have the Synapse databases, and then
So
we
mostly on the Microsoft tool stack, basically.
Microsoft is my core skill, but I can also talk AWS and Google Cloud because I have to compete, right? Like for example, somebody is saying, why do you want to go to S3 instead of storage account, or like why do you want to go to data
once you have a good understanding about one cloud application, maybe definitely you can work on a different other cloud.
Exactly.
Because no, I understand, because even I am primarily from the Microsoft background, tools, sticks and all. So I know, I mean, when it comes to Azure, we can definitely talk more, but when it comes to Google Cloud, IBM Cloud, Azure, or SAP Cloud, other things, those things, we have like something, right? So definitely, yes. So, I mean, I know that you're not doing the technical stuffs now, but you at least you remember those stuffs, right? You can talk to your teams on those stuffs, and you can discuss, right? You can find out if they are okay.
Exactly.
So basically, you can help your team or no project, like if something comes, challenges or some issues, bottlenecks, and all, right?
Correct. Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
That's what I was just trying to understand, because definitely when when I'm asking all this information, I'm just trying to understand where I can fit you there. So
Yeah,
that is something. Yeah. All right. I mean, some very old questions, very basic questions, but anytime before Deloitte, where were you?
I was with IBM for 6 years. I have been working in IBM for two major accounts. One was in Sweden, another was in Germany. So I visited to the clients, and it was both MSBI on premises, and then they migrated to cloud Azure. And another project was into purely data migration, and then
Sweden, which customer?
Stockholm.
Nestle.
Stockholm.
It's a Nestle.
H&M.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Germany, which customer?
Henkel. How about you? Have you been?
No, I was in IBM for almost 8.5 years.
Oh, great. Which duration?
I was there 2009, 2008 to 2018, 17, like that.
Oh, great. Which account?
I was mostly in the analytics side only, but I was mostly in the Etihad Airways, and then working on the a lot of. I mean, which location you based out actually?
Manyata D block.
Okay, no, I was in Bangalore for some time, and then mostly in Gurgaon and Kolkata location.
Are you aware of Emmanuel Paul?
Sorry?
Paul. Emmanuel Paul. Are you aware of Emmanuel Paul? Etihad. He was in Etihad.
I know, but not much detail actually.
But you have heard the name.
So it's a lot of people are there. So
Understood, understood.
uh, so maybe you are in Bangalore, so you're the people whom you are connecting is a different is so different for me. But yes, so I was mostly in the GBS role only.
Okay, okay.
So initially for few months I was in ISL and then moved to GBS. So I was in GBS only for all duration
Oh, great.
basically.
Okay. For me,
And
IBM is the heaven actually.
IBM was a really good company, no
Yes,
doubt.
yes, true.
No doubt. So which duration were in IBM and Deloitte
I was
when you
in
joined?
2013 to 2019.
Okay. And 19 you joined Deloitte.
Yes, 19 I joined Deloitte.
So Deloitte, working cultures are different basically within Deloitte and within IBM and all.
Yes,
So
correct. Yeah.
correct. So IBM is basically when it comes to your, I mean, maybe exposure wise also it's a different because Deloitte you might have got more exposure actually.
Multiple
IBM is a,
tasks.
IBM is not on the working on the multiple task normally.
Correct. Yes, correct. Yeah.
They are mostly in the same account, same project, or same team. Like that they work actually.
Yeah. Manager driven. Yeah. So
Manager driven, yes.
correct.
Deloitte
Yeah.
is also manager driven.
Yeah. Deloitte is
Uh,
partner driven. Partner driven.
Deloitte is partner driven. Okay, but again, partner is also from the management background only.
Ah, correct. Yeah. Understood. Correct. Yeah.
So that something is here also. I mean, here also it's a, like a manager driven kind of stuff. Most of the times, you have for business, nobody will touch you. If you are
Correct.
doing the right way and things are going fine, nobody bothers a lot actually. So it's a good thing. I mean, after IBM, I really find this organization very nice actually.
Oh, great. Okay. So you said that around 5,500 people means so across globe or how is it?
Across globe is there, and within India it's at 2,500 now.
Okay. India, where we are located?
Mostly in Bangalore. We have
Okay.
office in Mumbai also, but
Okay.
that is a kind of old office. So Bangalore we are expanding, and then we are expanding other locations also because we have some future plans.
Okay,
So
nice.
right. So you're based out of which location? Bangalore only, right? Or
Yes, I was in Bangalore. Now currently moved to Coimbatore for this firm initiative.
so if everything goes fine, you will be back to Bangalore, or you want to be in Coimbatore?
I want to be in Bangalore. Yeah. So that's the place, right? That's the happening area.
All right. I think I don't have much
Okay,
thing to
yeah,
discuss.
thank you. Yeah.
What is your notice period, Shan?
I can join in 2 months. Officially is 3 months. I can join in 2 months.
Okay. I mean, it's like you're already serving notice, or like how it is?
No, no, my means no, not serving, but I have my 30 days leave. More than 30 days leave. I had to talk to my
Oh, okay.
leaders and then get it done. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And if you don't mind, like, what is your current CTC now?
Current is 35.
35.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
And what you're looking? I mean, might be you have discussed this with
Karthik, yeah.
HR side, but just trying to understand like what is the expectation.
Yeah, as per the industry norms, around 30%. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, fine. Let me communicate this thing that also.
Yeah, please.
All right, Shan. Like
Thank you very much.
I don't have much thing to discuss now. Let me talk to my boss,
Yeah,
who
please.
is basically heading DNB department, and probably if we want to connect with you, not a short of interview, but a sort of understanding and skills and all these things.
Sure, sure.
Okay, and then we can come back to you on this.
Sure, Ravi.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Thank you. Bye bye.